Yeah, this is a Memphis team that really wants to go forward, and Najim is somebody who can key that attack. There's Adam Najim. He warms up. He was hoping he would be playing against his brother, David, but he has been sidelined since last year with a knee injury. When we come back, the starting 11 and the coaches as Tampa Bay travels to Memphis to take on Memphis 901 FC. win for Memphis.
As the game goes on, this game will open up for Najim. He'll find a little bit more space to be creative.
Had his brother been available, now here's Najim to the edge of the area.
Looks like he was just offside
The offside flag is up. Najim was hoping to play against his older brother David, but David not on the active roster for Tampa Bay. Tore his left ACL last year in the 5th match. And that was last touch by Memphis, so this will be a corner for Tampa Bay. Another opportunity for them to build on their 1-0 lead.
You can see Captain Mark Birch there spurring his team on, telling them to stay mentally tuned in. He's seen all situations, 13 years in the MLS, 294 starts. He's seen all situations, and this won't phase him.
Seen a bit of everything throughout his time. Leo Fernandez with the corner for Tampa Bay.
This will be an in-swinging corner right here. Fernandez's left foot.
And headed out. Again, Birch and the Memphis back line good against the first 2 corners for Tampa Bay. Granderson got there. Now Maquette. That's kept in. That's crossed. Settled and a save.
Wow.
When Zadi was able to turn and get it on frame, and Jeff Caldwell denying Gwenzati a second goal.
Incredible save by Jeff Caldwell. He read the danger and immediately sprung off his line to kick save that. Incredible save right there.
It will result in another Tampa Bay corner kick. Of course, Tim Mulqueen, a specialist in coaching goalkeepers, and the head coach for Memphis. Steinberger into space, trying for a volley there, but nothing working for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he was going for the spectacular right there with his left foot. Optimistic, but why not? First game of the year, might as well try it.
Had a good conversation both with Tim Mulqueen and with Jeff Caldwell during the week. The key for a keeper, remain in the moment. And Caldwell conceding the penalty, but they're a big save.
Absolutely. He really kept his team in the game right there. Not that 2-0 really puts you out, but 2-0, your first game of the year at home.
Sharpie is dispossessed.
Would be very hard
Maquette.
to come back from.
And that's out to Memphis. Right now, an equalizer for 901 FC would be enormous, not only in terms of the scoreline, obviously, but for this crowd as well.
Yeah, that's what you want to see, is to get this crowd back into it, and the players will hear that. They'll feel that energy and really spur forward.
That's sent in. Collier, wide left.
Unlucky there. He took the touchdown nicely, put it on his left foot, and just pushed it a little bit wide. Would have loved to have seen them put that on target, but Elliot Collier will keep pushing forward.
Settled it left foot and just wide. Not touched on the way out, so goal kick for McCarthy.
Saw a little recovery pressure from Diakite to force him to push that a little bit wider than Elliot Collier would have liked.
Sharpie's going to have to sprint to chase this and keep it in play. But JJ, I think you can see Memphis 901 starting to get their footing back under them after conceding that penalty early.
They are. It was a bit unlucky to concede the penalty so early, but they've really done well. I think the captain Mark Birch has really settled his team down, kept them in it. And as time goes on, they'll start to click more offensively in the final third.
Birch, another tie to this team. Played with Tim Howard. Of course, Tim Howard, a minority owner of Memphis 901 FC. Playing his final season of MLS soccer. Steinberger trying to turn. Oduro crosses and diving off his line, Caldwell to smother it for Memphis.
Caldwell's really recovered nicely from conceding that first goal. Not that it was his fault, not that he could have saved it, but sometimes a young keeper, it could be hard to keep your head in the game after going through controversy early on in the game, but he's done a really good job keeping his team in this game.
Nearly a giveaway there. Tejada back with Sharpie.
Tejada once again being a pest. Non-stop running, zipping around, putting pressure on the defenders, chasing down lost causes. He's really had an influence on this game.
He played college soccer in St. Petersburg, Florida, was invited to preseason training and impressed the Tampa Bay front office so much, they offered him his first pro contract.
And now he's found himself in the starting 11 on opening day. And I think you can see why.
Najim taken down. We play on. Oduro. And Najim remains down.
Once again, hard tackles in midfield, far away from Tampa Bay's own goal. If they don't have the ball, if they lose it at midfield, they have no problems with stopping play.
Leo Fernandez with the tough tackle there. So Memphis will restart with a free kick from Dan Metzger.
Physical play has worked for Tampa Bay, but you wonder how many fouls they can take before referee Mike Laverne starts passing out some yellow cards.
Already one given to Caleb Richards of Tampa Bay. Collier. Nowhere to go. Ekra. And out to Tampa Bay.
Smart play from Ekra there. He baited Adam Najim. And he going for the ball and just turned his back on him and fell to the ground. Got the call.
Marad, in his second season with Tampa Bay, joined the Rowdies midway through last season. On the restart for the Rowdies. Najim, Metzger, and now Sharpie. Maquette. Oh, good ball into the 18. Settled, saved.
What a save by John McCarthy.
Rashawn Dolly.
Looks like there's an offside call, Pete.
Was on the attack, but the offside flag up.
Wouldn't have counted anyway, but you love to see that ball by Dwayne Maquette. Great save by John McCarthy.
Dolly on loan from FC Cincinnati, played 4 years at Quinnipiac University.
Good to see Dolly getting forward, making runs into the box.
Less than 10 minutes remaining in the first half, plus stoppage time. Guanzati. He is taken down by Metzger.
Dan Metzger not pleased with that call.
Does not agree with the decision, but a free kick coming for Tampa Bay here.
Smart move by Guanzati there. He saw it to the corner of his eye. Metzger applying pressure, rushing him. Turned his back to him. Dropped his body. Kind of tangled his legs up in Metzger's legs. Was able to get the call in a dangerous position here for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Zach Steinberger will be looking to have an in-swinger here into that back post.
And coming off is Caldwell to handle it easily for Memphis 901 FC. Fans, you can follow Memphis 901 FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. The J.J. Greer, Pete Pranica with you from AutoZone Park in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis 901 FC. Their inaugural match, conceding a penalty in the 5th minute to Sebastian Guenzati of Tampa Bay to bring us to our 1-0 scoreline.
Ever since that penalty in the 5th minute, I think the game has been pretty even so far. 901 FC has settled down and gotten several chances. Probably should have a goal. This game should probably be tied. But overall, you can't be too disappointed if your head coach, Tim Mulqueen, in the performance so far.
There are going to be speed bumps in the first match for any side. And that would be true of a season opener, let alone a franchise opener.
Absolutely, but they've done well so far, and now this crowd is back into the game. Bluff City Mafia is up on their feet, waving the flags, banging the drums. See if 901 FC can close up this half strong.
Tim Mulqueen less than thrilled with that decision to give a throw to Tampa Bay. Caleb Richards takes it for Tampa Bay. Hodge, and no one on the end of that.
Tejada again, once again, pressing hard, forcing Tristan Hodge to put that pass out of bounds.
5 minutes plus stoppage time here remaining in the first half between the Tampa Bay Rowdies and Memphis 901 FC. Guenzati. Tejada. Tejada trying to turn. Birch with a takedown.
Once again, Tejada being tricky up top, drawing the foul.
Native of Panama City, Panama.
Great cut there to get Mark Birch to commit, leave his feet. Mark Birch forced a foul there.
Leo Fernandez, formerly of the Philadelphia Union. Also played for the New York Cosmos.
This will be another in-swinger here by Fernandez.
Good delivery, punched out by Caldwell. Caldwell's been impressive, understanding he conceded the penalty, but in talking with him and Scott Levine, the other keeper for Memphis 901, basically defending a PK is going to be an educated guess at best.
Absolutely. You're at a disadvantage there completely, but he's responded very nicely. What you want to see from your goalkeeper and what head coach Tim Mulqueen will want to see is that confidence to be able to come out and get on the end of those crosses and punch him out and catch him and really settle the team down.
In talking with Tim Mulqueen, he said, I want my side to play hard, but I want them to be brave. I think you could say Jeff Caldwell's been brave.
I think he's been very brave. And I think that is instilled by head coach Tim Mulqueen. He's a very fiery guy, very passionate guy, and you can see Caldwell trying to spur his team on.
And Birch unable to connect there. Throw for Tampa Bay. Birch with the captain's armband. And Birch defending there to preserve a goal kick for Memphis.
Good defending there. We'll see if 901 FC can get one last shot on goal here. Try to finish the half strong. Get something to build off for the second half.
Tampa Bay playing a very physical brand of soccer early on. And Memphis has adjusted. Ekra with the foul, the takedown of Grandison.
You can see every time Tampa Bay loses the ball in the middle of the field, they're right away just trying to win it back or foul.
And they foul again. Adam Najim.
Dangerous position here, about 8 yards outside the corner of the 18. We'll see if Najim goes for goal here or look for an in-swinger to the back post.
Metzger and Birch outside the 18, into the 18, headed. And possessed now by Guenzotti.
Diakite's a beast back there.
We've called his name a lot tonight. He has been solid on the back line.
Absolutely, he's looking for that physical battle in there with Elliot Collier.
Guenzotti slips as he turns, and that's good for a Memphis throw as we approach the end of the first half. And Memphis wins a corner in the waning moments of the first half.
This is exactly what you want if you're Memphis 901 FC. Finishing up the half strong, getting this crowd into it. Let's see if they can capitalize off it here.
So not a whole lot of stoppage time to be added here. Birch, far post, loose, bicycle kick by Sharpie, and cleared by Tampa Bay.
Great idea there by Sharpie. He didn't really have any other options. He went for it all.
And then trying to play forward to Collier, and that will go out for a Tampa Bay goal kick. Only 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half.
Great sequence of attacking play right there by 901 FC. I think Coach Mulqueen will be very pleased with how they finished up this half.
Shaky start, penalty conceded. Guenzotti in the 5th minute for Tampa Bay, but other than that, the play on the field pretty much on level terms. And that is the first half whistle. Tampa Bay Rowdies, a 1-0 lead over Memphis 901 FC. Mark Birch and his head coach Tim Mulqueen back to the dressing room to talk about the first 45 minutes here at AutoZone Park. I'd have to say, JJ, after conceding the penalty in the 5th minute, Memphis got back on equal footing, and I thought they met the physical play of Tampa Bay.
They really did. You can tell exactly what Coach Neil Collins for the Tampa Bay Rowdies wanted to do. He instructed his team to be physical, to, if they don't have the ball, to foul in midfield, not in a dangerous position for his team. But they settled, 901 FC settled in really nicely. They started finding Najim on the ball. They started finding Christian Hodge flying forward, Wesley Sharpie flying forward. And they'll be pleased with how they finished that half.
Halftime here at AutoZone Park, the Tampa Bay Rowdies with a 1-0 lead over Memphis 901 FC. We're back with halftime in a moment. Welcome back to AutoZone Park at the corner of 3rd and Union in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis 901 FC trailing 1-0 against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. JJ Greer, Pete Pranica with you. First half highlights. Again, it was a slow start for Memphis 901 FC, a lot of nerves, and they concede the penalty early, and then Guenzati pots it.
Yeah, great pen by Guenzati. Sent Caldwell down to his right, slotted it left. Not much Scott Caldwell could do there. Rowdies came out fast. They came out hot. Tejada's been super busy up top, being a real nuisance, being a real pest for the 901 FC back line. But I tell you what, after conceding in the 5th minute, 901 FC really came back with a vengeance, especially at the end of the second half.
You see Guenzati there, who had 5 goals a year ago, including a hat trick. But you saw some good physical defending from Memphis 901 FC. They matched the physicality, I thought, of Tampa Bay. As the half wore on, Guenzati was denied there by Jeff Caldwell, who I think has been very good in goal for Memphis.
Caldwell's been fantastic, as you saw that save right there. That was really a fantastic save. That would have really spelled a little bit of trouble for 901 FC if they would have conceded again so soon to go 2-0 down. Caldwell kept his team in the game right there, and he'll look to build off that.
If you're in the Memphis locker room right now, adjustments, thoughts?
Adjustments, I think finding ways around the Route 1 football. I think getting the ball out wide to Wesley Sharpie and Tristan Hodge and having them fly down the flanks and serve in balls and cut the ball back to the top of the 18 to find Adam Najim. I think with those adjustments and maybe bringing on some new blood, some new energy to the game.
Well, the Memphis 901 FC fans still looking for the first goal in franchise history. They hope it is not far away. 1-0, Memphis trailing Tampa Bay. Back with more halftime from AutoZone Park in a moment.
Be a champion. Skill, strength, vision, an unrelenting desire to prove your worth week in, week out. An army of fans behind you screaming your name. And sometimes just a bit of luck. For 631 games over the course of the next 9 months, 22 players will step on the field to answer the question, why will it be you and not them? And the 36 teams, from the champions of yesterday to the challengers of tomorrow, only one will be right.
Back in Memphis, Tennessee, where the Tampa Bay Rowdies a 1-0 lead over Memphis 901 FC in their inaugural match. You can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Memphis 901 FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on Memphis 901 FC's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Let's take a look at some first half numbers from this match between Tampa Bay and Memphis. 3 shots, 2 of the Rowdy shots on target. Memphis looking for their first. Memphis with good possession after they struggled with that early.
Absolutely. As Coach McQueen said, he wants to play an attractive brand of soccer. He wants to have possession. He wants to keep the ball. He wants to get forward. And I think we saw that once the game settled down. I thought Najim got on the ball. I thought Metzger got on the ball and really started spraying it around.
They also got a little bit more aggressive with balls into the 18, but so far no goals for the home side as Memphis trails Tampa Bay 1-0. Memphis will be back home next week to Loudoun United next Saturday. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay will go home and have their home opener next Saturday against Pittsburgh. Bluff City Mafia taking a rest. They'll be loud and proud in the second half. We're back to AutoZone Park in downtown Memphis in a moment. Tampa Bay with a 1-0 lead over Memphis 901 FC. This is another year of expansion for USL. And President Jake Edwards saying this is the most exciting time in our league's history. The on-field quality is better. More sides are building their own facilities. And, you know, this is a great scene here in Memphis. Conceding a goal early in the 5th minute. Hopefully we'll get their footing back on them. Perhaps an equalizer yet to come.
Absolutely. The league has just grown leaps and bounds over the past 2, 3, 4 years. When I played, it was USL Pro in 2014. It went to a rebrand the very next year. 2015 to USL, and then now it's USL Championship. So overall, you know, they haven't made a wrong move yet, and it's just been a great product overall.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Again, it was Tampa Bay getting a penalty early. Memphis had moments of good play and attack, but this is the penalty as Tejada goes down, and Guenzati sent to the spot and beating Jeff Caldwell for the only goal of the game. Caldwell was big in goal for Memphis tonight with a couple of big saves. But as I said, Memphis had its moments. Just not able to find the back of the net. This is the great save from Caldwell. Guenzati getting loose near the 6, and you see Jeff Caldwell being very strong in his net, and John McCarthy returns the favor for Tampa Bay. And Caldwell again strong in his goal. Memphis with an opportunity off the corner, an attempt by Sharpie that did not find the back of the net. So Tampa Bay, a largely new side in terms of their personnel. Memphis, a new side, in fact, in terms of existence. And both of them just trying to figure out how they want to play the next 45 minutes.
Both teams trying to figure themselves out, trying to figure out their identity. The Rowdies will have a little bit better idea of what that identity is, having head coach Neil Collins being with the team as a player for 2 years and now as a coach. So Memphis 901 FC will look to build off of how they finished the first half.
Hey, talking about Neil Collins, he was appointed the Rowdies coach in May of 2018. He joined the Rowdies as a player prior to 2016, made 67 appearances as a center back, started out as an amateur in Glasgow, and eventually became a pro and came to the United States, played in nearly 600 competitive matches. That is a lot of soccer.
That's a lot of games. That's a lot of games, and he'll be thrilled with how his team started off this game and really the performance they've put in so far. Being a center back and playing in Scotland and some of those countries, you could see how his style is reflected in his team.
Memphis 901, as I said, next Saturday, home to Loudoun United. They will go on the road for the first time on March 24th when they go to play Bethlehem Steel. And it will be an intriguing journey for this Memphis 901 side. Great fan support to start and see if they can parlay it into a first season success story. The fact that soccer is such a transitory game, JJ, it doesn't mean that if you are a brand new side, it doesn't mean you're automatically ruled out of the playoff chase. You have an opportunity because you can bring in players from so many different players, loan players, players that you get from overseas, and that's the hope that Tim Mulqueen has, to get this stew of new players together to put some goals in the back of the net.
Absolutely. The beauty of this league is that, you know, you're not going to have your Manchester Uniteds and your massive clubs pouring in millions and millions and millions of dollars into these teams, but you will have a very good group of players league-wide that all have a chance to win on any given day.
We talked about Tampa Bay's turnover, only 8 players returning from last season's side, and it's a significantly younger roster. Last year they had 9 players 30 and older. Well, they flipped the script. This year only 1, and they have 3 that are 20 or younger.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably hoping for more success with a younger roster to reflect more of how the league is. The league is mostly consists of younger players that work hard, athletic players that are trying to break through to that next level, which would be MLS or Europe.
Maquette into the 18, trying to go far post for a dolly.
Decent idea there by Maquette. Saw Dolly breaking through in the corner of the 18 there. Just didn't quite connect with him.
So a goal kick for John McCarthy out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, former goalkeeper of the year with the Rochester Rhinos.
Yeah, it seems like every year with the Rochester Rhinos, they're no longer in existence right now, but with former head coach Bob Lilly, who's at the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, every year they put out a goalkeeper of the year or a defender of the year. He's just a brilliant defensive mind.
Throw for Tampa Bay. Murad with the delivery. Cleared out. Collier trying to link with Najim, and again, he takes a tough tumble, sliding. Steinberger took him to the turf. Of course, for those of you not familiar with AutoZone Park, home of the Memphis Redbirds of the Pacific Coast League, so you see the turf being placed over the infield. And I was at training earlier this week, and you really don't detect much of a difference between the regular grass, as it were, and the sod that's been placed over the baseball infield.
Absolutely. We really have to give a shout out to the grounds crew here at AutoZone Park. They've done a great job with blending in that sod seamlessly with the rest of the pitch, and it looks great overall. And it's been raining here in Memphis all week, all day, and you wouldn't be able to tell by looking at the pitch tonight.
Yeah, threat of severe storms earlier in the day in Memphis. Skies finally cleared about 4 o'clock. Collier beaten to the ball by John McCarthy. And this will be out for a Memphis throw.
I'd like to see Memphis 901 FC try to find their midfield a little bit more, try to get Dan Metzger on the ball, try to get Adam Najim on the ball.
Tristan Hodge, native of Trinidad, on the throw-in for Memphis. Diakite playing it back for Tampa Bay.
Good work right there by Najim to force McCarthy to send the ball out of bounds.
Metzger dispossessed. Tejada. And played back by Caleb Richards. And McCarthy sends that out of play, so a Memphis throw.
A little bit sloppy from both teams here to start the second half. We'll see who can put the ball down and play.
Birch with a challenge there. We play on. Memphis in possession. Good ball there. This is flared out for Hodge. Hodge into the 18 and then swept away by Caleb Richards for Tampa Bay. Corner kick coming for Memphis.
Great passage of play there. Rashawn Dolly really busy in the middle of the field, connecting with Adam Najim, little 1-2 in the middle of the field, swinging out wide to Tristan Hodge. He puts in a decent, dangerous ball into the 6-yard box.
Adam Najim. The corner for Memphis. And not able to link up with Pratzner. And so a goal kick for John McCarthy and the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Great ball there from Najim. Rarely do you see the ball fly across the entire 6-yard box with nobody touching it. 901 FC will be looking to get somebody on the end of those Najim crosses.
Grandison. Birch. John McCarthy getting the start as the keeper tonight. Chris Konopka, a late addition to the Rowdies roster. They overturned, JJ, their entire goalkeeping roster in Tampa Bay.
Absolutely. I don't have the stats in front of me right now, but usually that might be indicative of them having a leaky defense or not being satisfied with their goalkeeping core. So far they're doing a great job of keeping the shutout tonight. McCarthy's a very talented goalkeeper, so that's a really big signing for the Rowdies.
Dolly, as Najim goes down again, he has hit the turf several times, and telling our referee Mike Laverne, I'm tired of going down all the time with these hard tackles and challenges.
Absolutely. Head coach Neil Collins is over there loving it. He's instructed Zach Steinberger and Dom Maduro and Jan Ecker to really go hard on Adam Najim and make them feel their presence. Would have liked to seen Maquette play that ball a little bit earlier. Grandison was wide open on the right side of the field over there, but took a little bit too long to get him the ball.
And we do have an injured Rowdy. That's Sean Berry. And Mike Laverne checking with him. You can't detect it from the picture, but a fairly substantial wind blowing here tonight. That was a leftover from the storm system that passed through here earlier today. And if you will, Memphis 901 FC has the wind at its back. Steinberger sends that out. Both teams, JJ, right now really struggling with consistent possession. Najim slipped that time. Nobody took him down.
Game's been a little bit sloppy so far, but I think if you're 901 FC, you have to be pleased with how you started. You haven't conceded early like the first half, and I'd say you've had the lion's share of the ball at the start of this second half, and have looked dangerous going forward so far.
Yeah, they did have about 60% possession in the first half. Of course, the Tampa Bay Rowdies been around for a long, long time. Memphis 901 FC, their inaugural match tonight. That familiar green and gold of Tampa Bay. Soccer fans have seen that for a number of years. Memphis coming up with a very innovative crest, evoking the neon signs on Beale Street, which is about 3 blocks away from where we are here at AutoZone Park. Tampa Bay on the move. Tejada not able to turn to goal. That one sent in, punched back by Caldwell.
Great save by Caldwell. Great save.
And cleared out. Collier in hot pursuit as it's played back to McCarthy. Berry into the 18, that's centered, and a sliding knockaway by Pratzner. Good defense by Pratzner.
Excellent defending there from Pratzner. Running back towards his own goal, slides, gets the ball out. Not an easy play, but he made it look easy.
Tempo is picked up a little bit here in the 56th minute of play.
Now's where you want to see 901 FC get possession of the ball, push the ball forward, and start controlling, start having more meaningful possession, if you will, in Tampa Bay's final third.
Tejada trying to turn, marked by Pratzner.
Not only is Tejada a busy player, but he really is very technical. Has very quick, tricky feet.
And that's offside. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Mark Birch, 34 years of age, native of Cincinnati, doing some organizing.
Been really impressed with Birch so far. Makes the game look really easy, commanding his team from the back. Calmed his team down after giving up that goal in the 5th minute of the game.
Yeah, I think he's done exactly what Tim Mulqueen has wanted him to do. Ball won by Tristan Hodge, but the foul given as Ekra goes down for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, the fans don't like that one. Jan Ekra pulling the wily veteran move. Good touch here. Kind of leaving that leg out.
Ekra, 28 years of age. Previous 4 seasons with the Charlotte Independents. And he also played with the Harrisburg City Islanders. This is out for a Memphis throw.
See if 901 FC can get some numbers forward here.
Najem. Dali in a foot race.
I'm not sure if he needed to try to keep that ball in. It looked as if it deflected off a Rowdies player there.
But he sends it out in a goal kick for McCarthy. I know Memphis really likes Dali. Was invited to attend the Jamaican national team camp a year ago.
I've been impressed with Dali so far. Been a busy player. Looks to be a really athletic player. Likes to get forward. Likes to combine with his teammates. Want to see him maybe shoot a little bit more, put the ball on target. Really want to see that from all the 901 FC attacking players in the second half.
When you looked at this Memphis 901 FC roster, did you have a sense looking at it that attack was going to be the biggest challenge for Tim Mulqueen?
Not necessarily. I think they made some very good signings. I think they've been a bit unfortunate in having some injuries that have played a big part so far in how he's had to shape this starting 11 on opening night and this formation. But head coach Tim Mulqueen and Andrew Bell, I thought they made very good signings in the inaugural portion of the year, and I think as the game goes on, as the season goes on, it'll only be better.
Yeah, Luca Ocello, a strained quad, keeping him on the shelf at the moment as we approach the 1 hour mark. Tampa Bay with a penalty in the 5th minute, converted by Sebastian Guenzati.
Guenzati and Tejada have really combined nicely up top. Guenzati's been a little bit quiet in the second half, but a player like him can pop up at any moment.
Junior Sandoval getting ready to substitute in. Native of Cuba.
Hard tackle in midfield right there.
Sharpie in possession for Memphis. Najem.
That's what you want to see right there. Najem facing up, running at players, showing that little bit of flair that he has.
And that'll be a throw in for Memphis. Sandoval will come on and replace Rashawn Dolly. Junior Sandoval, 29 years of age, from Cuba. He's played with the Jacksonville Armada, among other teams.
Sandoval will look to come in and combine with his teammates, take more shots on goal, and really provide that attacking spark as we reach the last 30 minutes of the game here.
Dwayne Marquette trying to hit Collier, but McCarthy coming out to play for Tampa Bay.
Saw McCarthy line that up the whole way. A little bit too lofted by Dwayne Marquette there, and McCarthy made a beat on it and caught that easily.
McCarthy with the Petr Cech style headgear.
Absolutely, he's been wearing that for a number of years, and whether he needs it or not at this point is, he's played well with it, so why fix it if it ain't broke?
Tejada. Guenzati trying to create something there. Had Steinberger crashing in on goal.
Once again, Tejada and Guenzati combining nicely in the box. Guenzati trying to wrap his foot around it, 3 toes outside of the boot there. Deflected nicely by Pratzner.
So it'll be a corner kick for Tampa Bay. Played back for Richards, and offside.
Not sure what Richards was trying to do there. Fernandez, if that was a set play, if Fernandez didn't track back quick enough to get onside, but opportunity wasted there from the Rowdies.
Caldwell, the native North Carolinian. Oh, Sandoval goes down hard on the touchline.
Looked like he got caught on the follow-through there from Richards.
An attempt at peacemaking. Not sure if it was received warmly on both sides. Diakite has been very impressive on the back line for Tampa Bay.
Absolutely. He's been commanding his back line there. Good pass with the ball, physically dominant. Really giving Elliot Collier a very hard time up top.
Steinberger. Tejada, marked by Pratzner. Into the 18. Tough angled shot and deflected to the side netting on the outside. Fernandez was making his move.
The Rowdies really started to take control of this game right now. Tejada making runs forward. Leo Fernandez making runs forward. Great play there to do a couple step overs, fire the ball across the box. Lucky that Nano FC didn't suffer an own goal there.
Steinberger with the corner for Tampa Bay. And that's headed wide. Guenzati looking for a foul call, saying that he was held. His penalty in the 5th minute, the only score of this game.
You're not sure if there was much there. Guenzati, of course, will be looking for a second penalty, of course.
That area on a corner kick is not for the faint of heart. Tampa Bay will throw in here. Rowdies going 5-2-1 in the preseason, a mix of USL, MLS, and college teams. They scored 15, conceded 8, did the Rowdies. in their preseason action. Trying to rebound from a disappointing and injury-filled season a year ago.
I'll tell you what, Pete, they look really good so far. It looks like they have an identity. They're a hard-nosed team. They work hard. You see Tejada still chasing relentlessly up top, forcing Caldwell to play a tough ball.
That good ball headed in there by Hodge. Najem. Metzger. Really play on. Hodge trying to connect with Sandoval. This is settled. Sharpie saved by McCarthy. And Fernandez clears it out of danger.
Great sequence of play right there. Tristan Hodge and Wesley Sharpie, both the outside fullbacks, getting forward, showing their attacking flair. Hodge whipping in really nice balls from that left side.
Sharpie, a native of Florida.
I think Wesley Sharpie might be leading the team in shots from right back so far with that overhead kick in the first half and that nice volley that you just saw right there.
Chip intended for Metzger, but intercepted by Tampa Bay. Birch going back to play for Memphis. With J.J. Greer, I'm Pete Pranica. Inaugural match for Memphis 901 FC at AutoZone Park in downtown Memphis. Another substitution, Leston Paul into the match, replacing Metzger. Paul, a 28-year-old native of Trinidad, a Central FC teammate with Ewan Grandison.
Coach McQueen will be looking to inject more of an offensive mind, of an offensive threat into the game here. Metzger had a really good game, I thought, tonight. Moved the ball around nicely, broke up plays nicely. Nano FC will be looking to push forward now to try to equalize this game.
Tejada, dispossessed by Sharpie. Maquette. Collier. Najem. Grandison deflected back to him. Now Grandison taken down. They play on. Tejada.
Smart play there from Tejada to cut in front of Grandison.
'70th minute from Memphis. And Tejada goes airborne.
It looks like they've thrown Elliot Collier out wide right and they've put Junior Sandoval up top.
Crowd responding to Tejada trying to draw the foul. Sandoval, ball at his feet. Collier makes his move, crosses, deflected, and then pinballed back out.
Not a bad play there from Elliot Collier with the step over to dart down the line and fire the ball across. You want to see somebody from 901 FC make that near post run to put pressure on the defense.
Memphis 901 FC opening the book on its history. Will somebody in a dark blue shirt grab the pen and write the first chapter?
You know, who wants it? Who's hungry? Who's gonna get that initial inaugural goal in 901 FC history?
Sandoval going up in the air, but the Rowdies with possession. Richards, yellow card earlier. Pratzner. Najem. But giving it up to Tampa Bay. Memphis gives it away, but Tampa Bay immediately concedes a throw.
You know, I want to see Najim continue to have the confidence to get on the ball. He probably hasn't been as sharp as he would like on opening night, but that's going to happen as a number 10. It takes time to build that harmony with your teammates. So I want to see him continue to get on the ball here.
Parents are here tonight. Older brother David, whom Adam considers a role model, still recovering from the ACL tear, and a foul called on Guenzati against Birch. Wow, and Najim takes a shot in the back. He goes down yet again.
Smart
foul
play.
Called.
Smart play there from Najim. He felt the pressure as the ball's played in off the right boot of Tristan Hodge. Felt the pressure on his back and went down and
Oduro the foul.
Forced the referee to make a decision there.
So a free kick coming here for Memphis.
See Tejada there standing right over the ball until the ref asked him politely to step back into the wall.
Najim at 5'8", 180 has proven to be a very tough customer.
Absolutely. Head coach Neil Collins of the Tampa Bay Rowdies, you can see he's had the game plan of really smothering the gym.
Birch strikes it, headed, and just off target. Sharpie going down, upset with the fact that that ball did not find the back of the net.
Great delivery there from Birch. Had an out-swinging ball. Sharpie with yet another chance. He's been busy. You got to wonder if he's going to get on the end of one of these and put it in the back of the net.
Played last year with the Jacksonville Armada of the NPSL. USL experience with St. Louis in 2017. Also has played with Toronto FC too. Came very close to equalizing us. Barry dispossessed. Oduro and Tampa Bay now trying to get some shape. Played forward by Pratzner. A lot of physical play, no whistle, we play on.
Smart play there from Birch. Really
Hodge.
Composed on the ball.
Maquette. Good win there to retain possession for Memphis. Sharpie. Held by Tejada. Collier. Sharpie. And no one on the end of that.
Not a bad idea there from Wesley Sharpie. Trying to play the in-swinging ball to left foot. Sharp bit of play there from 901 FC.
Nearing the final quarter hour of the inaugural match of Memphis 901 FC. Trying to get to Sandoval that time. Paul. Sharpie trying to get to Sandoval.
The Rowdies absorbing some pressure here. So far, I think the Tampa Bay Rowdies have really executed their game plan perfectly. Be defensively strong, foul in midfield, don't give them anything in midfield, and don't concede any goals.
And the handball call is made against Marquette. Who's up, who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday at the official USL Championship Power Rankings, only on USLChampionship.com. Antoine Hapino will come on. Tejada comes off. Hapino, his first season in Tampa Bay, played the prior two with Reno 1868 FC.
Really impressed with what Tejada did in this game. Very tricky player. As you can see, low-cut socks. Usually those players, Pete, usually those are very tricky players when they have the low-cut socks like that.
It's good to know.
As you can see, even coming off the field, he's still being a bit of a nuisance on the field and continuing what he did all game of just giving Birch and Pratzner back their fits.
Well, I mean, this is a 22-year-old. We talked about how Tampa Bay turned over their roster, went really young. This is a guy who played college soccer in St. Petersburg for Eckerd College and basically earned his way onto this team in preseason.
Yeah, I think his head coach was quite pleased with him. As you can see, that reaction there as he comes off the field, exactly what Neil Collins wants to see from his target striker.
Neil Collins trying to build the Tampa Bay side, and we have an injured Rowdy. I think that's Oduro. And temper's starting to get a little heated here. Barry upset about something.
Yeah, we're getting down to it. Players getting a little tired. First game of the year. 3 points are on the line.
Sam Bierster, our fourth official, hearing it from some of the Rowdies.
Looks like the guys have come to an agreement here.
Yeah, the days of the friendlies are over, though. Preseason is over. This is where it all counts. And both sides lobbying the men with the whistles as Oduro getting attention as he holds his back.
It's a tough job as a fourth official because you're going to hear it from the coaches, you're going to hear it from the players, and yet you're not on the field. So a bit of a peacemaker there at midfield.
So Oduro is off for the moment. Out to Tampa Bay. A little more than 10 minutes plus stoppage time remaining in the inaugural for Memphis 901 FC. And a misconnection there. Hapino just entering the match. Saw that ball sail past his boot.
Hapino's another very, very good player coming in from Reno 1868 FC. I believe he led the team in assists last year, so he'll be very dangerous in these last 10 minutes. 901 FC needs to make sure they don't forget about him as they push forward to try to equalize this game.
Yeah, great speed, great ability for him. Najem, Marquette. Hodge gets around Steinberger, and now Grandison. Tim Mulqueen and Memphis 901 FC hoping there is an equalizer lurking out there in the next 10 minutes or so. Sharpie. Collier. Morad clears for Tampa Bay to a Memphis throw-in. Great crowd on hand on a clear but cool night in Memphis. They're looking for something to cheer about. Penalty converted by Guenzotti in the 5th minute, the only score.
Good spell of possession here for 91 FC. As the crowd comes to life.
And a foul given there, and Hopino stepping over Weston Paul, and the temperature continues to rise. It's not only the push, but the step over and the step on, Weston Paul did not appreciate. And meanwhile, we said there's been some wind. That one's sent in. Collier chasing it down. Collier trying to get some open space.
Maybe a little bit too much there from Collier. Would have liked to have seen the gym maybe hit that first time. The pace of the ball was a little bit heavy from Collier. Would have liked to seen some type of delivery or shot on goal there.
Possession has not been an issue for Memphis. Finishing has been. And now a foul given to Memphis. Ekra goes down again. These airborne duels are taking a toll on both sides.
Last 10 minutes of the game. Been a really, really physical match all game. Guys are going to start to get tired now. Jan Ecker is going to start to take a little bit longer on the restarts. His team is winning. Why not?
No bookings, but I suspect that Mike Laverne has had a conversation with both sides saying, let's just take it easy here.
Looks like we've had a substitution here as well. Pete, number 2, Morgan Hackworth, checking into the game.
So Pratzner out, Morgan Hackworth in, native of Bradenton, Florida. Played his final 2 college seasons for the Akron Zips after starting his collegiate career at Syracuse.
Looks like head coach Tim Mulqueen for 91 FC has sacrificed one of his center backs, taking out Todd Pratzner and putting Morgan Hackworth into the game. Looks like 91 FC is going to go 3 in the back here and have Morgan Hackworth fly up that right side.
Trying to link with Sandoval. That doesn't get done. Shot from distance from Grandison.
Not a bad idea from Grandison. Saw McCarthy was off his line. He said, why not, and tried it. Made good connection, but maybe a little bit too good a connection. Sent it flying over the goal.
There you see McCarthy well off his line. And the goal kick out. Paul. Collier not able to win the ball back for Memphis, and then a jersey grab of Ekra. And the whistle against Memphis. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining.
Collier probably lucky to escape with not getting a yellow card there. Wasn't a violent offense by any means, but whenever you slow the game down that much, sometimes the referees tend to get a little bit annoyed.
We had mentioned it at the top of the telecast, as another Rowdy is down, that when the Memphis Rogues joined the North American Soccer League, their debut match was against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Tampa Bay won that match 2-1. Here they lead 1-0. And the heavy hand of the clock on the shoulders of Memphis. And a takedown. Jersey grab as Sandoval goes down, pleading for a penalty. Diakite with the takedown right there.
Kind of a bizarre play there, Pete. Looked like Diakite kind of just pulled the chair out from under him. Down. He might have a yellow card here as well.
So Diakite will be shown yellow. So a yellow card, but not the penalty that Memphis had sought.
Interesting that he's shown the yellow card to Diakite, yet it's still the Rowdies' free kick.
I would agree. A bit of a curious decision there.
No, it looks like the yellow card was issued to Tarek
Oh,
Morad.
Morad. Okay.
Maybe something happened off the ball there.
Bleston Paul and Memphis 901. In the waning moments.
You see head coach Tim Mulqueen standing up on the sideline trying to spur his team on. Last 3 to 5 minutes of the game.
Paul, now Hodge, but kept in by Steinberger. Cleared by Birch, but another Memphis foul, this one on Sandoval, who after his excursion in the area and not getting the whistle to his favor, not happy with that decision.
Sandoval.
Jordan Doherty comes in, and Sean Berry is out as you look at Sandoval. Doherty, native of Ireland, on season-long loan from Sheffield United FC in England. Grandison, Sharpie, good play there by Diakite for Tampa Bay.
No nonsense from Diakite back there.
A foul on Memphis.
Really professional performance from the Tampa Bay Rowdies so far. Really have taken the crowd out of this game. Scoring in the 5th minute. And now really just trying to kill off this game.
Yeah, their defense has been solid. Have not really allowed Memphis a quality opportunity. Waiting on a word on stoppage time. 5 minutes. 5 minutes of stoppage time added.
Professional foul there from Adam Najim.
And a yellow card as well as Doherty goes down. And this will be a goal kick for Memphis. Maquette gets it through to Sandoval. Grandison. Sharpie. No connection there. Grandison goes back to play. We are in stoppage time, 5 minutes.
You can see what Sharpie was trying to do there. He's trying to wrap his foot around the ball to bend it in, but looks like he couldn't get underneath the ball.
Hackworth battling for it. Sent out by Fernandez. But last touch by Hackworth, so a throw for Tampa Bay.
If you're not on FC, you want to try to keep them in this corner, try to keep them in their own defensive third. Try to put some shots on goal.
A long throw, Birch on it for Memphis. Played quickly by Caldwell. One last burst of noise from the Bluff City Mafia supporters group. And played by McCarthy. Diakite on the turf. Crowd voices its disapproval. Diakite perhaps cramping.
Diakite's been a force back there. He's gonna milk this for all it's worth right now.
Native of Senegal, vast international experience in Thailand, Slovakia, Belgium. But a stout defensive performance from him and from the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
The Rowdies have came in here with a really good game plan. They've executed. I'd say right now this is probably a fair result. 901 FC might be a bit unlucky not to at least have a goal on the score sheet, but they're probably also a bit fortunate to have only conceded one.
Sharpie. Paul. Maquette. Paul trying the shot. Hodge from distance, wide.
Good effort from Tristan Hodge there to cut in on his weak foot, his weaker foot, his right foot, but really smacked that ball. Unfortunately, it just didn't go on target for 901 FC.
Crowd is on its feet, hoping for a Memphis equalizer.
Can't be a lot of time left in this one.
No. Guenzati with a takedown. And now he and Birch tangle. The foul is called on Guenzati. Memphis the quick restart. Collier. Collier in space.
Great move by Collier there.
Najem off his boot.
Smart play there by Jan Ekra.
Ekra, great speed, beating Hodge to win the ball and the foul. Marad. Memphis gets a throw, but again, stoppage time has to be down to virtually nothing at this point.
You see head coach Neil Collins letting the fourth official have it, wondering how much time could be left in this game.
Well, we did have an additional stoppage during stoppage time, so there might be a little bit more than the 5 originally posted. But there's your final whistle. And the Tampa Bay Rowdies repeat history. they deny a Memphis professional team a win in its inaugural match. 39 years ago, they beat the Memphis Rogues 2-1, and tonight the Rowdies, a 1-0 result over Memphis 901 FC.
Tough result there for 901 FC, but I thought they really bounced back nicely after conceding that goal in the 5th minute. Probably unlucky to not have a goal, but Jeff Caldwell, their goalkeeper, really saved him a few times. Overall, I thought it was a nice performance. You wish that they could have put one in the back of the net for these home fans, but that's how it is.
And so Tampa Bay wins its first match of the season. Memphis will look for its first victory next weekend when they return to AutoZone Park. We're back in a moment. Tampa Bay with a 1-0 victory over Memphis 901 FC with J.J. Greer, Pete Pranica here at AutoZone Park. The home supporters didn't get the result, didn't get the goal, but they love their team, and I think this is the continuation of a love affair between Memphis and soccer.
Absolutely. Even though 901 FC didn't score, I think the home fans have a lot to be excited about. The team fought hard the whole way, had some nice moments in attack, and Jeff Caldwell really put in a strong performance.
Yeah, Jeff Caldwell was great in goal. It was a penalty in the 5th minute that was finished off by Sebastian Guenzati that ends up being the match winner. As you look at the final stats, Memphis managed just one shot on target. They had a decided edge in possession. 2 yellow cards for the Rowdies. Again, this is something I think Tim Mulqueen can build on when they take on Loudoun City next week. Finishing in the final third has got to be top of the list.
Absolutely. The Tampa Bay Rowdies, yes, it's a fairly new roster, but they're a proven entity. They've been around for years and years. They have an identity, and they have very good players as well. So I think you can build off of this and take it on to the next match against Loudoun United.
Tampa Bay, a 1-0 victory over Memphis 901 FC, courtesy of a 5th-minute penalty from Sebastian Guenzati. For J.J. Greer, I'm Pete Pranica. Thanks so much for watching USL Championship Soccer. Tampa Bay over Memphis 901 FC, 1-0.